Good afternoon, and welcome to tonight's Toolbox Talk. Today, we will go over our first quarterly training of the year. The topics that we will be covering today are PPE, hand grinding, and hazard communication. Let's get started. What is PPE? PPE stands for Personal Protective Equipment and is designed to be the last level of protection under the safety hierarchy of controls. When at a A&I job site, we need to make sure we are wearing the following PPE. We need high visibility clothing, work boots, earplugs, hard hats when required, and safety glasses when we are using any hand grinders. When using hand grinders, we also need to follow the hierarchy of controls mentioned earlier. We can apply these controls by hand grinding away from the body, using our hand grinder's handle properly, by checking our equipment and HEPA filter every day before use, and finally by using proper PPE when hand grinding. This includes removing your hard hat to avoid accidents and putting on a pair of safety glasses. Next, we're going to talk about safety data sheets, proper chemical storage, and what to do if you are exposed to a hazardous chemical. First, let's go over safety data sheets, or SDS. A SDS will have the following information: chemical hazards, chemical properties, instructions on how to handle said chemical, and how to respond if you are exposed to a hazardous chemical. Here is an example of what a SDS looks like. Notice how it has an identifier, a list of ingredients, and proper first aid measures. Please keep in mind that first aid measures will be different depending on the type of chemical exposure. Next, we are going to go over chemical storage and handling. All chemicals must be stored in a safe location with a proper label and must not be left open if it is not actively being used. It's also very important to remember that chemicals should not be stored in any type of water bottles or unauthorized containers. So, what do you do if you are exposed to a hazardous chemical? First, you must immediately move away from the chemical source and try to brush off any excess with the dry material. If you have any serious symptoms, don't hesitate to seek medical attention. Another crucial thing to remember is that you always have to check the safety data sheet for that specific chemical. Some chemicals might react negatively to water or to the solution found inside of our eye wash stations. Chemical safety starts with you, so let's all try to follow these guidelines while handling any type of chemicals. Thank you for listening to today's Toolbox Talk.